Do you want to learn how to build an AI application that takes a form submission all the way through to a live dashboard and an automated text response as soon as somebody submits the form? Let me show you how. It is pretty simple. First, create a Claude project. This is going to house all your rules, your logic. If you're using it for pricing, that's where your pricing documentation will go, how your business functions, whatever you're trying to automate, this is where all the logic is going to live. That way Claude knows how to prompt and how to respond and diagnose issues as they pop up. Next, you're going to use Claude Code to build out the entire code for this. You have to connect GitHub to this, so if you haven't created a GitHub account, you definitely need to do that. Tie the repo in here so we can push all your changes live. Supabase is your free option for making the database. It can store, for the free plan, has tons of data, tons of options, and again, you can connect this to Claude Code and it will be able to make the changes, live changes, for the way the data needs to be structured for the code to read it correctly. GitHub is going to be your code base, which is where all of the code that Claude Code makes and allows all of the actions of whatever app you're building to live. So this is going to connect to Supabase and tell everything how to run. Railway is going to be the host. So this connects to GitHub and actually allows the front end to be live. So this is what takes it out of a GitHub repo and really pushes this into an automated function that allows everything to, again, come to life and is the host of this entire app that you're running. If you're looking at automating any sort of text response, I would definitely use Telnyx. So you have to set up what's called a DLC campaign, get 100% approved, but I found it was a lot easier than Twilio, and again, it worked very well with Claude and Claude Code. Lastly, you can build out an entire dashboard where all of this lives so you can visualize all of the data. So these are basically stages in Supabase, and these are the jobs and all the data that's stored. It will automatically respond to any lead that comes in, and this is all done through GitHub. Claude Code wrote the code. Supabase is where all this data is living. Railway is where it is deployed and what makes all the automation happen seamlessly. GitHub is what is pushing this and basically driving all of the code, and all of the texts are being sent through Telnyx. And so this is how you build an entire AI app, all the things you need. So if you ever have an issue when you're diagnosing this, just make sure you go back to Claude in your project, continue to prompt it, and it will actually see and help you diagnose and QA everything into one session. So this is how you take everything from start to finish, build your own AI app, really just with Claude, Claude Code, Supabase, GitHub, Railway, and if you choose to use any sort of SMS communication, I would rely on Telnyx. And I think it took me about a week to set all this up, but yeah, from now, basically somebody submits a pricing quote here. As soon as they do, they automatically get dropped into my dashboard. I get a message that somebody has submitted a pricing calculator request, and then they get an automatic response within minutes. And then if they don't respond in 3 hours, they get an automated text there.